with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. I ain't like it, okay, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Ay, yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. I ain't like it, okay, yeah, then I hit that.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Carry here for Hunt. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now from Murray. He'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Double dog, that's the way. 54 Mike, 54 Mike.
First down, Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
Murray's pass.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Still going strong. Starbo Tulele on the tackle. His 3rd year in Buffalo after 5 previously with the Carolina Panthers.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Push him back. 50. Check 56.
Murray now on first down. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
At their own 19-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Kareem Hunt, 81 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Murray off play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Calais. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing that puts them in that position.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Bryce Love. 94 yards, and the Bills have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted, and now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last in this one. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing again, Murray. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. He's going to loft it. Deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Back to you. 58, boys, 58.
Now Murray again. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Murray to air it out again. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Matt Milano, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
14, Cardinals 7.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go.
From the gun, Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. Then he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is McSorley. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task. Already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Diggs has it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's McSorley to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. Well, the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. McSorley sets to pass. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now McSorley. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. A solid game.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one... Point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll look to throw here. And that's complete to Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st down, Buffalo.
This is Hunt on the draw play. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case...
They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Bills will add on to their lead. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray steps away to his left, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
A big loss.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Brought down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. It's complete to Diggs. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 8.
As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. On the return is Kirk. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out.
And now look at him go. 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. Offensive coordinator. Right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be turnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Hunt, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run again with Hunt. he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
2 yards.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And that is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there, and they're going to get a delay. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone, and he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Bryant. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 79 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now with McSorley. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A gain of 12.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 44, McSorley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Oh, they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
So they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd and 7, Murray throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Tackled by AJ.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Shotgun now from Murray. Being chased out. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Cardinals 28, Bills 27. Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. McKenzie returning it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. They run again with Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Into the secondary again. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side?
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, work to be done. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start the drive with Drake. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. What an excellent run. And from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. And just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The tackle made.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 44, McSorley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
4th down.
First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the posts. Go up 2 scores.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A gain of 22
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Doesn't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This is Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Oh, you Kareem Hunt. We know you've got the power. We know you've got the speed. Now how about that? Show us a little bit of that wiggle in there. How about that one, partner?
Can you imagine trying to tackle that? Yeah, I'll stay up here with you. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Hunt. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll look to throw. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the fourth quarter when I expected him to throw the ball. And he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the fourth quarter. Picked up the first. Stopped the clock, too.
Yes.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Stephen Hushka, the kickoff.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right there, 54. Right there, 54.
Now Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I got one. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the boot.
To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline, it just took the lead. And the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Bills.
Ready up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 48.
Back to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. That one was intended for John Brown. But it'll be second down.
At the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now for the all-critical extra point. Oh, he missed. He missed the extra point. They got the touchdown they desperately needed on the final play, but the PAT is no good, and they go down in defeat. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.